Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, we got another video for you today. I like this one. I think it's maybe the most important thing that you need for your trading method. Now, when it comes to your trading method, everyone thinks that like the more confluences you have and the more you've done your research, like the better your trade is going to be. And I get that. I understand that, if you are following the confluences and all your indicators are saying to go long and you've checked all the multiple time frames, then it's going to work. The problem is that if you have one of these complex trading methods, they are not replicatable. And therefore, you're not really sure, and it doesn't give you the confidence, which you spoke about in a different video. It doesn't give you that confidence to get into the market every time because you haven't been able to see it, because it doesn't come up that much and you're waiting for the best. So even though these really awesome setups that are like the best setups because it has all the confluences and every indicator saying to do it, that's great and all, but maybe even the most simple method is going to be the better one, because that's something that you could just every time just nail it out. And that's why I like to use this principle, the KISS principle, which is like keep it simple, stupid. And that's really what I think is like such an important thing about trading, is to keep a simple trading method. And here are some benefits about having a simple trading method. First of all, it's just much more repeatable. And really this first one is it's more repeatable, it's more testable, it's more predictable, and therefore that's going to give you better long-term results. I mean, as far as testable, if you're just like trading levels and you're waiting to bounce off levels or break and retest, something very simple like that, so then that's something that you could really test. And you could look at this pair in this time frame and see, I'm marking off these levels, whether it's the round number levels or whether it's the relevant support and resistance levels, and you're saying these are the levels that I really care about, and I'm only going to trade off these levels, whether when it breaks through and retests or when it gets majorly rejected. That's something that you could see, and it's testable and it's repeatable, and you don't have to think too much about it. It's predictable, and that gives you better long-term results. The second is that it's easier to execute. I mean, when you're like, okay, I think this works, and let me just go to the 1 hour chart and the 4 hour chart and the daily chart and see if it works exactly with my fib indicator, and the Bollinger Bands and the moving averages are crossing, like, it goes nuts, like it's just too hard. And then, when you are not sure, when you don't have that confidence, number three, then you're overcome with confusion, and then it's much harder to be a trader. So when it's very easy, you're not confused, your emotions don't get in the way, and it's just an easier way to trade. And I'm just going to give you an example from chocolate chip cookies. We all love chocolate chip cookies. So what am I talking about over here? So let's see. So you could either have a easy method to make chocolate chip cookies, or you could have a hard method. So the simple way to make chocolate chip cookies are 2 cups of flour, a teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt, 3/4 cups of butter, some sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla, an egg yolk, and chocolate chips. Boom, you have great chocolate chips cookies. Now, if you have a complex cookie, right, you need some butter, whole wheat flour, all-purpose flour. You want to have the cornstarch, the baking powder, the firmly packed dark brown sugar, firmly packed light brown sugar, granulated sugar, a large egg, a large yolk, milk maybe, vanilla extract, 1 1/4 teaspoons. Like, if you're going to do that every time, it's not going to come out the same. It's going to be harder to reproduce, and it's going to be harder to make the cookies how you want every single time. But if you just know, I got 5, 6 ingredients and check, and then it goes out, then you're aware that it's something that's much more easily replicated, and it's something that you could execute every time, and it's something that you're confident in doing. Not you're going back every time and saying, what did I need to put in? How much teaspoons of salt? And it's the same thing in trading. It's a funny example, but it's the same thing in trading. The easier it is, the less you need to think when you see, on the market, that setup, and you're able to execute. It's something that you tested, it gives you confidence, and you're ready to go. So this is like probably the most important thing about a trading system. It needs to be simple. Keep it simple, stupid. All right, guys, please subscribe, like this video. DD out.